won.
Yeah, that's it. That's your intro.
That's it.
Yeah, man, it was a cool race. Really cool to be a part of this race team. You know, the second night out, be able to win. Just it means a lot to me. It means a lot to these guys. They put a lot of long, hard hours in over the off season. Worked really hard to be in this position. So just thankful to be in this spot. Thankful for all these people that make this happen for us. Every one of these sponsors on this race car matter a lot to us. So
that's so generic. Look, I said over there in my post race, there was a few moves in there where you were making them where it was like, because you know you're getting the 41.
Yeah.
People are used to this 41 winning. And there was some moves in there where it was like, I'm worth this damn ride in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're coming from the 2. Obviously, there was some stuff over there. You did okay, but you weren't doing 41 good.
Yeah.
So there was some moves in there I saw you making that was like, he's trying to prove a point in this race right here.
Yeah, I mean, look, my race car was really good, so it makes it easier to be aggressive.
Going into turn 1 and 2, when you almost, threw that crazy slider, that's not the car moving the wheel. That's you moving the wheel to do that. That's you pushing that limit,
For sure. So on top of that, Logan was pressuring me, right? So I knew I had to make moves. There was a couple that I forced, and luckily, other than the 11, for the most part, everybody lifted for me and kind of let me in. Most of the time in lap traffic. If I'm in that spot, I would do the same for somebody else. So, I mean, I wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to win really bad. I always want to win really bad, but to be in this car, be in a new spot, new ride, with people that I can see are extremely motivated. Like I said, I learned a lot at the 2 that I was able to bring here, and I think we had a good night tonight.
But it was still a point-proving night, I think. You're out. I mean, this is a championship contender car. Now the driver, that's the piece it needs.
I want to win every night, no matter what. Not only because that's how I make my money, obviously financially that's how I live, but also just because I do want to prove a point. I mean, I want to be one of the best out here. I want to win a championship someday.
This year.
Maybe this year. Yeah, I want to win one this year. I want to win, races. I want to win big races, and I know this car is more than capable of doing that. So, that's what I'm going to try to do every night.
It seems like the tour is going to be real strong this year. I mean, Shots does well last night, and tonight he's like 8. It seems like it's going to be a real hard year to win a championship. There's going to be multiple winners all year long, and you don't have the 57 coming in as much as you did before, taking a win away every now and then,
Yeah, Kyle's incredible, and for him to not be here, as a friend to him, I wish that he was here, but as a competitor, I'm okay with him being at home, obviously, just because he's really good at what he does. So
I wish he was here. I need him to buy me some drinks right now. It's after race. No, I'm just playing.
I hear you. No,
Captain and Diet, right? Yeah. Keep going.
So, I think that you're right. I think that the tour is as tough as it's ever been. I feel like the competition this year there's so much depth in the competition that maybe we haven't had in the past. The same 4 guys are really going to be really fast, but at the same time, you have all these new guys that have come in that are extremely fast as well on any given night. So I feel like it's not going to be easy, but I do think that we're capable of winning, whatever we can win this year.
Next night and the night after are some big nights. Obviously, weather's threatening them, but those are some big nights. And the new tracks next week that not a lot of people have even been to, Dixie and Talladega, a few tracks in there that are new. Do you think you do well on new tracks, or they're kind of short tracks? That's a California type, a little bit.
In the past, I've been able to acclimate really well to new tracks, I feel like. The last 2 years, driving for Kyle and KLR, I feel like has given me a little bit of insight on how to race on the Outlaw Tour. I feel like that's what makes these guys the best drivers in the world in our discipline, is that we can, on the Outlaw Tour, it just forces you to go to new tracks and be good. You don't have a choice but to get better at, getting to a place, acclimating, your crew acclimating to, different conditions night in, night out that we don't normally see, or that I didn't normally see when I was in California or racing on the All-Star Tour. So I feel like we'll be fine. I got a really good team behind me, so I think they're gonna keep making me look good.
Who's some other people who's jumped on board with the car? Obviously, we see the big Tarleton on the side.
Yeah, Tarleton and Son, you know, it's no secret. They're my family. They've been involved in everything I've ever done. And, you know, a lot of people speculate on, you know, whether that's a good thing or not. But to bring,
why would it be a bad thing?
Backing, yeah, I'm very, very thankful for
Monster Energy's on Deegan stuff. I mean,
right, yeah. I'm very thankful for them. I'll tell you what, I would never be a sprint car driver if it wasn't for them. You know, my parents could never afford to do that. So for them to step up for me and give me a shot and then follow me every step of the way. You know, on top of that, you know, we have Complete Parts and Equipment, Sean and Felicity Dyson, who I drive for in Australia, who have also been a part of, you know, most of my racing, pretty much from when I started racing professionally. The first year I went over to Australia, I met Sean and Felicity, and they got on board with me, and they've been with me ever since as well. And they're phenomenal people. They're like family to me. And you know, I didn't get to go to Australia this year and race for them because of COVID and everything that happened. But you know, they're, like I said, they're amazing people. They're like family to me. And Sean's, you know, one of my very best friends. So also Liquid Trucking jumped on board, which is a new sponsor. You know, Mesilla Valley Transportation is Alloy, Durst Incorporated. You know, I got a long list here. FK, you know, Jonestown KOA, Kyle and Tammy over here. Jason Myers with Myers Construction. You know, a lot of people know that name.
Yeah, speaking of that, California.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to get to race out there again with the Outlaws? Of course, you did your race out there at the end of the year last year.
Right. Tarleton race.
Yeah, the Tarleton race.
I hope so, man. You know, in 2019, my rookie year on the Outlaw Tour, that was my strongest swing. I ran the best in California. I came out of California fourth in points, and really was comfortable at every racetrack. Obviously, racetracks that I grew up on, and they're really my style. So I really hope that we get to go out there, but you know, at this stage, if they can't get fans there, it's going to be really tough for the Wheel of Outlaws as an organization to be able to do that. So we'll see. I hope we do. I feel like it's one of my strongest spots in the country, so if we can go there, I feel like it'll be an advantage for us. Cool. Thanks, man.
Good luck, I guess. Maybe.